Hey peeps, happy Sunday, Dr. Sean. You've been through this routine before with me. I'm taking out the trash. I like to hold numerous things in my both hands, by the way. My phone, which I'm talking to you right now from. I got one bag here in my left hand. I've got, look at this stuff. My amino acid concoction, bag of garbage. Of course, the door's not going to open. This door's not giving me a hard time. All right, there goes the trash. And down you go. Anyway, guys, so I'm going to talk, I'm going to walk, I'm going to the gym. I haven't gone in 3 days. I'll tell you why here in a minute. I'm feeling a little bit better today. I end up doing, yesterday I did it's called a liver gallbladder flush cleanse, if you will. And I only slept like another 4 or 5 hours, but I could not go back to sleep with my alarm. In fact, my alarm didn't go off. I woke up before the alarm around 5:36, but I fell asleep around midnight, 1 o'clock. You know, I've been doing that lately too. I'll fall asleep and I forget when I wake up, hey, what time did I actually nod off? I used to be able to just remember exactly what time it was with the alarm, or when I look at my clock last, but I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just maybe that's what happens when you get in your older age. As you start aging, you forget things. Out of breath, man. I'm going to the gym. I think that was my workout. I think that concludes the workout. Let's just head right to Blue Mesa and have brunch. I'm wearing my shades because, because I can. Because I'm cool like that. I'm just kidding. I'm kind of feeling kind of a weird energy today. Good, positive energy, feeling good. But I'll tell you about this, fast, or not fast, well, I was fasting too, but it was a gallbladder liver cleanse, and you know, it's a healthy thing to do. You can do this once a year, or you know, if those who have, let's say, a right upper quadrant pain, which I was having, because sometimes, you know, our liver is so important. You know, all our organs are important. By the way, I'm talking while I'm multitasking is what I'm doing, so don't mind me if I sound like I'm talking all over the place. That is a common occurrence. I think you guys have picked up on that by now. Let me see what's on the radio first. Hold on. I'll get right back with this. What I was saying. Let's see what we got here. Gotta have a little music going on here. This is the 80s channel. You know how you have some songs that you never liked when they first came out, and you still don't like them? This is one of them. I can't stand this song, and I don't care who it's by, because it doesn't matter. We're gonna go to oldies, see what's playing on oldies. Lame. I mean, just not in the mood.
If you don't get a job within 6 months of graduation.
Commercials. Alright, whatever. Let's just turn this down a bit. Okay, so guys, the liver gallbladder cleanse. Let me explain this. So if you're having upper quadrant, you know, right quadrant pain, and you know, let's say you get your blood work done and your liver enzymes are elevated a little bit, or you get an ultrasound even, you know, a form of imaging that indicates that you might have a little bit of a fatty liver, because a lot of us have that, man. People don't realize, you know, when we eat anything and any supplements we take, or, you know, fatty liver is generally linked to, you know, alcoholism, but there's a whole host of things that can cause fatty liver: genetics, medications, foods that you eat. I think so. I personally had some liver enzymes that were elevated a little bit, and this has happened over the years. I do blood work 3-4 times a year, just to, you know, just check and make sure things are in range, and if they're not, then you have to make some dietary changes, lifestyle changes, whatever. So it's just keeping on the straight and narrow, so to speak. It's just taking your health to one extra step, one level up. And I think it's important to do that, to see exactly what's going on. It's one of the many tools that there are available to us. So I recommend anyone out there to get your blood work done. If you do get, tell your doctor to get your CMP, which is a comprehensive metabolic panel. It covers like your liver enzymes, your BUN, which is linked to your kidneys. Get your glucose. Get a lipid profile done, which shows your cholesterol. Which I'm on the fence with this whole cholesterol stuff. I'll get into that more. I think it's a big, farce, to be honest with you. For the most part, I mean, the most important number should be your HDL. You have LDL, HDL, you have triglycerides, you want those lower, 150, whatever the Reed unit is or less. Mine's always been fine, very low number. And then, of course, your total cholesterol, which I'm on the fence with, but I have friends who are cardiologists, and we've had these debates, and you can go back and forth all day long, depending on who you talk to. But more recent research has come out lately, reveals and indicates that studies are now showing that what causes arterial wall breakdown, the vessels and lumen in your vessels, your arteries, that causes them to clog up or cause plaque buildup, creating occlusion of those arterial walls, is more governed towards inflammation. What causes inflammation? Well, it's a lot of different factors, but food causes a lot of inflammation, especially if you're eating refined sugars, processed foods, carbs, bread, unprocessed wheat. So part of my Dr. Sean Brand and doing my more, what I would say, formal videos that are coming up soon, I'm going to really get into the science of this and base it on some studies that have been done and so forth. Man, I'm getting way into a rabbit hole here on I just want to say hi and happy Sunday, take the trash out and talk to you guys a little bit, but I just got into this whole big long spiel about, cholesterol and blood work. But my point where I'm going with all this is that I had some labs done, and there's some numbers that I'd like to improve, and for the most part things looked really good, but there was a couple numbers and labs, reads or markers, if you will, that were a little concerning to me. So I'm following a protocol. One of those was an old-fashioned liver gallbladder flush, and I did that yesterday, and oh my God, is it the absolute, for me, it was the worst. It was so nasty, and I'll tell you what it was. It was the most disgusting thing I think I've ever done in my life. I don't even know how I even did this, but this is what it is. And there's different methods in doing this, different ways. Like there's different, like you can do this all at once the night before and go to bed, and you wake up, and your toilet's probably gonna be your best friend for a day, if you know what I mean. Things are gonna come up probably could very well one or two ends or both, okay? But it's a way to detox your liver and your gallbladder, especially if you have a gallbladder flush or gallstones, but here's the thing. So this is the protocol I followed. It's an old school, protocol, and I followed it because I have a friend who is a nurse practitioner. She's worked with medical doctors. She probably knows, as far as her degree or certifications, man, at a certain point, sometimes that doesn't matter because she has real life hands-on experience, and she's might as well call her doctor before her name, though legally or officially she can't, but I call her doc anyway because she knows just as much, if not more, than a lot of general practitioners, to be quite honest. Okay, so bottom line is I followed this. It was a quarter cup of course I went, and I'm going to get into this too, olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. Well, by the way, don't buy any brands from Kroger or Target or whatever. Go to Whole Foods or Sprouts or Farmers Market or whatever. Go to one of, spend the extra $1 and get, certified extra virgin organic cold pressed olive oil, because 98% of them are fake, or what it says it is, it isn't. They've got different soybean oil and all kinds of other crappy oils that actually do harm to you more than good. But if you get real pure 100%, extra virgin olive oil, it does wonders, a whole host of health benefits. But and you can cook with it. You can put it in for me, for like a salad or whatever, I just use vinegar and a little bit of olive oil. But I've been using the wrong brands, and I just learned that. So I'm even learning as I go. I'm refining myself, and so I'm just passionate about this because I'm you know, doing some things myself, and I'm just sharing this as, you know, just on a personal level. So this makes me passionate to want to share it with you guys or whoever may be watching this. So anyway, it was a 1/4 cup of olive oil. Drink it down, boom, right? And follow up with 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. And I had to do this every 15 minutes for 2 hours. So there was a total of 8 rounds of this. I'm telling you, the first time I took that olive oil down, I don't even know how I even got through 7 more of that. It was, for me, it was just so nasty. I could never, I don't think I could ever do it again. It made me so nauseous, and yeah, man, it made me pretty much bedridden for the day. And yeah, I was pretty much out of commission till the evening. After I had regurgitated, I was able to muster up enough courage and energy to go out and get myself some nice hot coconut chicken broth soup with another spicier soup, a chicken spicy sweet and sour soup. And I went to Jimmy John's and grabbed a couple sandwiches, so something a little bit lighter. No, and of course the bread from the sandwiches, I think, helped me. It kind of has some substance to it, even though that bread's not great. But again, you know, it was Saturday, and it's kind of a treat day anyway, so I was just eating everything, man, that I could, that I had picked up. So anyway, that's what I did yesterday. Look that up. There's different methods and the way that you can do this liver gallbladder cleanse. You know, there's, like I said, there's just different variations of it, but for the most part, I have to tell you, I was having a little bit of discomfort in that area, and I don't feel it at all today, so maybe it does work. Let's hope it works. It better work for me to put myself through all that. We better get something positive out of this. So anyway, guys, going to the gym, hitting Blue Mesa. I will probably, you know, rest up a little bit, and then I'm going to, yeah, I got to do a lot of catch up now because I didn't do anything yesterday. Pretty much just laid around in bed all day and watched the UFC fights last night. Good card, good fights on Fox Sports 1 and 2. And I was pissed because this happens a lot. There was a baseball game on, and the main card started, and the baseball game, it was the Brewers Cardinals game. I love baseball. I like it. You know, I'll watch it, but it doesn't take precedence over UFC for me. So man, I hate that when that happens. Like, man, you're cutting into my program, but then they aired it on another channel, and we were able to watch it right away. So anyway, enough of all this. We're going to end it off with this, whatever song this is. When in Rome is the group. The Promise is the song. Have to make reference to that. Otherwise, Facebook will flag me. All right, guys. Have a great Sunday. I'll be back on here. As you know, Dr. Sean signing off. Adios.